How you doing there? Welcome back to Babylon Talmud. Today we're studying Daf Mem Zayin, Daf 47 of Masechta Nazir. Friends, well, we're going to start the 7th parak of Masechta Nazir, and we're talking about Nazir becoming Tameh, I guess. We already did half of Mem Zayin Amud Aleph, and the stopping point is about 10 lines from the bottom of Mem Zayin Amud Beis, so I don't anticipate this being a huge daf. Alright, friends, we're going to start the Mishnah, the new parak, daf, the 7th parak of Masechta Nazir. Friends, let's jump in. Kohen Gadol v'Nazir, ho 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 ho. So both when it comes to a Kohen Gadol, a high priest, and a Nazir, ein mitamen lekrovein, ava mitamen lemeis mitzvah. So both by a Kohen Gadol and by a Nazir, they cannot become tameh to their immediate relatives, but both of them can become tameh to a meis mitzvah if they find a corpse somewhere and there's nobody to bury it. So both a Kohen Gadol and a Nazir would be able to become tameh to bury this mace. So now, sure enough, a Kohen Gadol and a Nazir were traveling together. Umatzu meis mitzvah, and take, there was a meis mitzvah. So now, who is the one who's matami himself to bury the meis mitzvah? Who should do it? Both of them are people who cannot become tamei meis, but there's one exception, being a meis mitzvah. Which one of them should be the one to become tamei? Rabbi Eliezer omer yitama kohen gadol v'yitama nazir. So Rabbi Eliezer says it should be the Kohen Gadol who should become tameh and leave the Nazir be. But the Kohen Gadol will take care of it and the Nazir won't. Yitama Nazir v'yitama Kohen hedgit. And the Chacham say that the Nazir is the one who should bury the meis mitzvah, and not only that, even if it was a Nazir with the Kohen hedgit, the Nazir should deal with the meis mitzvah, should bury the meis mitzvah, not even a Kohen hedgit. Rabbi Eliezer, Yitama Kohen. So says Rabbi Eliezer in explaining his rationale that it's the Kohen Gadol who should become Tameh. Sheinu Mevi Korban Atumaso, because after all, when the Kohen Gadol then becomes Tahor a week later, he doesn't have to bring 3 korbanos like the Nazir does. But the Nazir, who at the end of his Tumah is going to have to bring 3 korbanos, leave him out of it. He doesn't have to become tameh. Amrulo, and the Chacham responded to Rabbi Eliezer, Yitama Nazir fakert. The Nazir is the one who should become tameh. Shein kedushasu kedushas elam, because the holiness of a Nazir is not forever. By default, it's a 30-day experience. By Yitama Kohen, shekdushasu kedushas olam. Whereas a Kohen, his kedusha is for his entire life. It's forever. And therefore, that kind of gives him sort of precedent, clout, gives him higher on the food chainness, gives him priority in a sense. So the Kohen, because of his kedusha, is forever. Even a Kohen hedgit, he would stay out of it, and the Nazir would bury the meis mitzvah. Oh. Is my neighbor? I thought I heard my neighbor. Bishlam a Kohen Gadol v'Nazir. Hais of a Kohen Gadol odif. Hais of a Nazir odif. Okay, so it says the Gemara that, okay, fine, so we saw it's machlekes between Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim about should the Nazir bury the meis mitzvah, should the Kohen Gadol bury the meis mitzvah. Okay, Rabbi Eliezer thought that it should be the Kohen Gadol. The Chacham thought it should be the Nazir. We saw their reasoning. Fine. Beseder. Okay, fine. Beseder. Where am I? I don't even know what I read. Here we go. Assuming that I read what I think I read. Mashuach b'shemen ha-mishcha umruba begadim. So now, if walking down the road together were 2 Kohen Gadols. If you have 2 Kohen Gadol, one is Meruba. I don't know how you would have 2 Kohen Gadol, but 2 Kohen Gadol. One is Meshuach b'Shemen HaMishcha. One was anointed with the Shemen HaMishcha, right? The anointing oil that we don't have anymore. Umuba begadim. Another way to become Kohen Gadol is just to put on the 8 garments of the Kohen Gadol, and then you're Kohen Gadol even if there's none of this special Shemen HaMishcha. So Mashuach b'Shemen HaMishcha Adif. So the Mashuach b'Shemen HaMishcha has priority, i.e., it would be the Meruba Begadim who would bury the Meis Mitzvah. The Mashuach b'Shemen HaMishcha maybe Parabal Kol HaMitzvahs, because a Kohen Gadol who's Meruba b'Shemen HaMishcha, if he needs to bring a korban chatas, he doesn't just bring a sheep like everybody else does. A Kohen Gadol who's Meruba b'Shemen who's Mashuach b'Shemen HaMishcha would bring a cow, a para kol abba kol mitzvahs. If he needs to bring a korban chatas, it's a cow, which is obviously more significant than a sheep. And because a Mashuach b'Shemen HaMishcha, Kohen Gadol's Mashuach b'Shemen HaMishcha has this sort of special status, so he has priority, and it would be the Meruba Begadim who would bury the Meis Mitzvah. Vilu Meruba Begadim ein maybe Meruba Begadim does not bring a Para Ba Kol Mitzvahs. Mashuach she'avar Meruba Begadim. If you have a Kohen Gadol who is not currently Kohen Gadol, Umruba, but when he was Kohen Gadol, it was with the Shemen HaMishcha. But now you have the current Kohen Gadol, but he's a Meruba Begadim Adif. The current Kohen Gadol who's Meruba Begadim would have priority, and the Mashuach She'avar would bury the Meis Mitzvah. The Meruba Begadim Ovid Avoda, the Mashuach She'avar Lav Bar Avoda. Who? Because the Meruba Begadim at the end of the day is the current Kohen Gadol, and he does Avoda in the Beis HaMikdash, whereas the Mashuach She'avar does not. Over Machmas Keruyo, over Machmas Mumo. So if you have two Mashuach She'avar, if you have, I guess, two Kohanim Gedolim who are not currently the Kohen Gadol, one because he's a Balkari, the other because he got a blemish. Over Machmas Keruyo Adif, the Kohen Gadol, who the non-acting Kohen Gadol who is a Balkari, it has priority. The ilu hai chazil avoda l'macher bilu over Machmas Mumo lo chazil avoda, because a Kohen Gadol who's a Balkari, so he goes to the mikveh, and tomorrow he can do the avoda again. Whereas if he is has a mum, so he can't, as long as he has that mum, he can't do the avoda at all. Ibarlu, they ask a kasha. Mashuach milchama v'sgan heminayu adif. If it's between a mashuach milchama was a kohen who would give the announcements before the people go to battle. So if it's between a Mashuach Milchama and a Sgan, the Sgan is a deputy Kohen Gadol who fills in for the Kohen Gadol if something were to happen to the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur. So Heiminayu Adif. So who has priority? Mashuach Milchama Adif. So do we say that the Mashuach Milchama has priority over the Sgan, Dechazil Milchama, because he's fit for war, meaning the entire congregation, the Rabbim, the Tzibur, relies upon him. Right? It's a very significant position that the whole nation relies upon him when they're going to battle. Or Dilma, Sgan Adif Dechazil Avoda. Or maybe the Sgan has priority because he can actually do the Avoda in the Beis HaMikdash to fill in for the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur if need be. Tashma, Komenir, the Tanya, as we learn in the Brisa, Ein ben Mashuach Milchame l'Sgan. There's no difference between the Mashuach Milchame and the Sgan, Elo she'im hayu mahalchim v'derech, that except for this exact case, that if Lemaisa they were traveling together, Umotzu Meis Mitzvah, they found the Meis Mitzvah, what do you think? Yitama Mashuach Milchama v'yitama Sgan. There you have it. Who should become Tameh? The Mashuach Milchama, not the Sgan. V'yatani, but 1 second, but don't we learn in a Brisa, Mashuach Milchama Kodem the Sgan? We have a Brisa that says that the Mashuach Milchama is taka on a higher priority than the Sgan. Marzutra says, Marzutra linya nachiosa Mashuach Milchama Adif. So in terms of sustaining, so the Mashuach Milchama has priority in terms of sustaining him. My timer, how come? The Talu Beirab, because the entire congregation, the entire nation is dependent on him when they go to war. So we got to sustain him. Within Tumah, but in terms of who becomes Tameh, if you have to choose between the Mashuach Milchama and the Sgan Adif. The Sgan has priority. The Mashuach Milchama would become Tameh. The Tane, because we learn in the Brisa, Reb Chanina ben Antigonus Omer says, Reb Chanina ben Antigonus, Lama tiknu Sgan the Kohen Gadol. How come there's this position of the Sgan? That if something were to make the Kohen Gadol apostle on Yom Kippur, so then the Sgan would do the avoda instead, and therefore we want to make sure that he's not going to be Tameh. Friends, that was Daf Mem Zayin of Masechta Nazir. I said it was going to be a relatively short daf. We started the 7th parak of Masechta Nazir today. The 7th parak starts out by pointing out that both a Kohen Gadol and a Nazir are not allowed to become Tameh even to their immediate relatives. We then saw machlokas between Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim about if a Kohen Gadol and a Nazir are traveling together and they find a Meis Mitzvah, which is only exception to that rule, who becomes Tameh? The Chachamim said that the Nazir should become Tameh, and Rabbi Eliezer says that the Kohen Gadol should become Tameh. And then we talked about different comparisons between different levels of Kohen Gadol's. But alright, friends, that was Daf Mem Zayin Masechta Nazir. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.